guys, Stephan James here. I recently released a post called Justice the Starting Point. I want to do a follow-up to that, or a part two to that. I realized as I talked about that, there are people out there that truly have in their heart to establish, to foster, to maintain, to engage in a justice attempt to create a justice movement or a justice idea, whatever it is. And I applaud your passion, I applaud your energy, I applaud what you're trying to do. But don't ever forget, if justice is your starting point, it cannot see partiality. It cannot have color, creed, economic status as a part of it. Justice is justice regardless of the individual. Do not let your story dictate what justice is. Your story has to be subservient to justice. Why? Because otherwise you begin to push an agenda that is not justice. Justice requires that you see all people. Martin Luther King had a desire that people would be judged for the content of their character. But if I as a black man only push a black agenda, am I being a justice advocate? I want to see all people be put in community. There is not a person created on the face of the earth that God didn't give his life for. And if he gave his life for them, how can we call them nothing? How can we make them less than anything? When we talk about justice, we're saying that we are going to bring equality to all, equity to all. I'm sorry, please forgive that. Not equality, equity to all. We're going to bring a objective measure to all. We're going to bring truth to all. When that is our message, people are ready to hear more. The ears open up when that happens because God fights on our behalf. If we are going to be, there's a scripture that says, what more shall I say? Hebrews chapter 11 verse, what more shall I say? For the time would fail me to tell you of those who through faith conquered kingdoms and enforced justice. Listen, there are kingdoms that we can take. There are places that we can go. There are things we can accomplish. But if we're going to be a true justice enforcer, our starting point has to have the right principles in place. Justice is the foundation of all God does. It says in Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 4, the rock, his work is perfect. All his ways are justice, a God of faithfulness, without iniquity, just and upright is he. I want you to start saying that scripture too. A person of justice, without iniquity, without injustice in you. Because just because you say it's injustice doesn't mean that it's true. And that's why we can't use the word equality. Because equality deals with personality, it deals with purpose, it deals with physical makeup, it deals with so many variables, even motivation. We can't create the ideal equality, but we can do justice, and we can do it through an equitable right way by starting there. This is my follow-up to justice because it's in my heart to see people of all backgrounds, all creeds, all nations, all cultures come to him. My people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves. Then we can see this comes. The humble he guides with justice. The humble he teaches his way. Psalms 25, verse number 9. So if you're going to start with justice, let humility be a part of what you clothe yourself with first. Go to the wayofjustice.com. Post comments. I don't know if I offended some of you with this, but I am a person who lives on this earth, and I want to see justice reign supreme everywhere. And the only way to see that is to give ourselves humbly to understand what justice is. That's what these videos are about. thewayofjustice.com. I look forward to hearing from you. God bless you. Have a good day.